Hello, and welcome back to another video on Tripsichore SunSalutes, how I practice them, how I teach them, how I understand them, how I embody them. In this video, we will be covering the very last of the Tripsichore Basic 5, so the fifth SunSalute of the whole 5. We've done 1-1s or 2-2s, however many you want to call those. We've done circles, développé, can-do, and now this is the walking splits. Walking splits. All right, so this SunSalute, just a little bit personal background on how I feel about this one. I hated this one for years and years and years and years and years and years. It has only now come to be one of my faves. Wisdom, understanding, and what it actually does and how it actually helps with the opening up and lubricating on getting the hip joints going, the legs, warming them up for inversions. This SunSalute covers a lot of ground, and it's placed at the perfect place at the end. Basically what the walking splits does, not only does with this leg action coming in, going out to the side, going back, you have that in the développé, but this takes it to another level. It just turns it up 2 more notches. And then the step in, the 3 steps in from the downward dog to the forward bend, really, those muscles in the back, if you work it right and if you do the technique, they really get warmed up. And you're placing more and more weight into the palms, from the feet into the palms. And as a result, this is even a closer look into inversions. And then you have that lift back. Speaking of, I'm going to get my socks on. 2 secs. I'll be right back. Going off camera and coming on camera. So we've got that really intense, I'm going to say, Ashtangari-like lift back. In this sequence. These are my toe socks, my Japanese toe socks. I like to demonstrate in these just because for people who aren't used to this, or even if you're used to it but you still struggle with it, like me, this is just a good little in-between phase to help you quite get more success out of this rather than completely failing and getting frustrated. Sorry about my voice. I've been ill. So let's start with the first change, and that is right off the bat. You've got this high arch inhale, exhale, forward bend. And from there on out, everything's different. So you're in this forward bend. Now this forward bend is very different from the previous forward bends. Once again, I'll go catty corner for you. This forward bend, the fingertips are actually on the floor. So be mindful that you still want to keep the spine as straight as possible. So as a result, you may need to bend your knees to keep the spine as straight as possible or go further forward. What you don't want to do is line up the fingertips with the toes. That is intentionally curving the spine. We want to, some people can do that, and I've seen it. So if you're one of those, good for you. But I'm not. So I have to take my fingertips a little bit further forward to get that straight spine. So you've exhaled here. Now we're going to work on one leg at a time. I'll start with my right leg because that's the closest to the camera. The inhale takes the leg back as you pull the chest forward and try to get a straight line from the toes to the head. So it's my right leg up, my right toes to my head. And then the exhale, the right leg goes out to the side as far as you can go. And then the inhale pulls it back. And then the exhale, you work the muscles of the back, bend that top knee, reach the toe for the head. And as you're reaching for the head, you bring it down. All right, I'll do it on the other side because that's the other leg now. So you do one side, then the second side. So here we are in the forward bend. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale it back. And exhale, bend, work the muscles of the back, reach the head, toe for the head, and then bring it down. Now you're going to notice that my standing leg The weight is definitely on the balls of the feet there. On that exhale, where you bend the knee, reach the toe for the head, that's where you explore the options. Yeah, the options of taking it into an inversion, because that's basically what you're doing. You're putting more weight into the hands. And that's why my standing leg, the heel wasn't up like a ballerina, but it was off the floor and the weight was on the ball of the foot. So that's the first part. From there, after you've lowered both legs down, I'll do this catty corner once again. You've landed here. You're going to take 2 whole breaths, go to chaturanga. And what that does, just kind of, if you've rounded the spine or if you've hunched the shoulders, these 2 breaths here give you the opportunity to straighten it all back out, because you're actually lifting off the floor now. So you've just lowered your second leg down. So inhaling, pull the rib cage forward, and as a result, that pulls the chest and arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, but focus on the hips as they push back and work these muscles in the back and they come together. That's 1 breath. Now inhale. Keep this bend or this hip position here as it is, and inhale through the legs. That's going to tip you even further forward. Maybe the hands go to the floor, maybe not. The exhale, push the sitting bones over the head. The weight now definitely goes onto the palms, and you take it back, plank, chaturanga, up dog. All right, let's do it. Other side. Here we go. You've just lowered your second leg down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, up dog. There you go. That part of the walking splits is magic. Even if you're not lifting the toes all the way off, just the whole action of what you're doing with your body is quite intense, and it's quite a workout. So, okay, so inhale to up dog. We've got 2 twists. They're pretty simple. I'm going to take my socks off now. They're 2-handed twists here. So in the développé and can-do, we did 1-armed Utkatasana twist. These are 2-armed Utkatasana twists. Very simple, very easy. No need to add anything extra. So I'll do this facing the catty corner side. So the inhale here in your up dog. Exhale, keep both hands out to the mat. Turn to the right or left. I'm turning to the camera so you can see. Push the hips back, bend the knees. So it's like a Utkatasana, but you're twisting. And then inhale, up dog. And exhale. Inhale, up dog. And then you finish off in a downward facing dog. I'll do this to the opposite side so you can see. Here we go. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, left twist. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, right twist. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's finish this off. We've got 3 steps in to bring us back to the forward bend before we lift up into the high arch and finish off the SunSalute. It starts from the downward facing dog. Now, before I do it, just going to explain what we're doing. On the inhale, there's constant expansion. The rib cage is going forward over the hands. The leg that's down, lengthens and pulls up, and there's this split apart. It's expansion. Hold on to the expansion. On the exhale, you bend the knee just like we did in the beginning. Reach the toe for the head, work those muscles at the back, and then step whichever foot, right or left, comes down, and you step halfway. The first step is halfway. The second step is all the way. And then the third step completes it into a forward bend. So when I say all the way forward to what your forward bend would be, everyone's is different. I'm going to demonstrate. Downward facing dog. Starting with my right leg. Inhale, expand. And exhale, bend the knee, reach for the toe for the head, work the muscles, and then step halfway. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, reach, 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 and step all the way. Inhale, final leg, and exhale. And then inhale, high arch. Let's do it. Other side. You're going to feel uncomfortable. Just accept it and work with it. The uncomfortableness is more and more weight. It starts off weight evenly divided between the hands and the feet. And then as you step further forward, more and more weight goes into the hands. You notice that I come up to my fingertips at that third step in, but still I'm taking the weight forward. You can work this as if you were going to do a handstand. And when I do actually practice this SunSalute with the guys who I practice with in my group, we actually put a handstand in there because we're warm, we're ready, and we're kind of at that level. But this is just walking splits, the basics, basic 5. Here we go. Forward bend. Downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So for this last step, I'm going to keep my fingertips down so you can see how far I need to go. Inhale. And exhale. So you can practice it either with the hands flat or onto the fingertips. If you're going for a handstand or an inversion, modify hands flat because you don't really do handstands on your fingertips, unless that's what you do. And if you're going for a pincha, on that last exhale, bend the elbows. Bring it down as you take the leg over. All right, that is the walking split. So let's put it all together. I'll talk you through the first side, and we'll practice the second. Hands to prayer, exhale. We'll link both sides. Inhale, circle up to the high arch. And exhale to the forward bend. Let's start with the right leg. Inhale. Just taking it back. And exhale it out to the side. Inhale it back. Straighten out that spine. Get a nice line from the toe to the head. Exhale. Toe reaches for the head. Muscles of the back work and bring the right leg down alongside the left. Inhale, left leg. And out to the left. Inhale it back. Get a nice straight line and exhale. Bend, reach the toe for the head and bring it down. 2 breaths to chaturanga. Take your time with it. Inhale, straighten out the spine. Weight on the balls of the feet. Push through the legs. Exhale, bend the knees and pike. Work the pelvis back and work the muscles of the back coming together. Inhale. Keep the pelvis as it is in that shape and straighten through the legs. Exhale. And up dog. First twist, left. Exhale. Up dog. Second twist, right. Up dog. Down dog. Let's do the 3 steps in. Start with the right leg. Inhale. Take the chest forward as you take that right leg up. shoulders back, exhale, bend and step halfway. Inhale, left. And exhale, bend and step all the way. Let's keep the palms onto the mat for this one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling to the high arch. Let's link it. Here we go. Second side. Breathe it with me. Left leg. Two breaths to chaturanga. Twisting right now. And up. And left. Up dog. Three steps in. Coming onto the fingertips for this one so you can see the difference and feel the difference. All right, just to clarify, because I didn't, when I was doing it, when I was teaching it, the leg that you start with, so if you start with your right leg, and then you do your left leg, go through all of it, come to the downward dog. On the 3 steps in, the leg you started with is the leg that you start with on the step in. So that means you'll step with the right, step with the left, and then step with the right. Vice versa. Start with the left side, all the way through downward dog. When you do the 3 steps in, you start with the left. So it's left, right, left. Okay. I hope that clarifies. I hope you enjoyed the SunSalute. Yeah, and that is the end of Tripsichore's Basic 5 because we've come to the 5th and final salutation. All right, thanks for joining, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.